In the heart of New York, 2025, a young life vanished without a trace. Sam Nordquist, a bright soul, would soon become the victim of one of the most shocking crimes the city had ever seen. On a cold, foggy winter night, under the flicker of streetlights along empty streets, a solitary figure walked home. But they weren't alone. A shadow lurked across the street, watching, waiting. This was the beginning of the terror that would grip an entire community. It all started as a normal evening. Sam waved goodbye to a friend, just like any other night, and started the short walk home down a quiet street. But Sam never made it back. Hours turned into days. Frantic calls from worried friends and family went straight to voicemail, unanswered. A knot of fear began to tighten in the community's stomach as the silence stretched on. That fear soon gave way to a horrifying truth that was slowly emerging from the shadows. Missing person posters started appearing on lampposts and in shop windows. Sam's smiling face is stark contrast to the growing dread. Concerned neighbors exchanged worried glances, and the police officially launched an investigation. Weeks later, the search came to a devastating end, in a secluded, snow-covered field on the outskirts of the city. Authorities finally found Sam. The scene they uncovered was terrifying. A place of unimaginable cruelty. The evidence pointed to a prolonged ordeal, weeks of torture and physical abuse that left even the most seasoned investigators in shock. The city, which had held its breath hoping for a safe return, was now left to grapple with the brutal reality of what had happened. Every detail, from the footprints in the mud to discarded items at the scene, painted a picture of pure violence and left a permanent stain on the quiet landscape. As the investigation intensified, several suspects were arrested. Their faces, blurred in police photos, became the new focus of the city's fear and anger. Who were these people? What could possibly motivate such a monstrous act? The motives were murky, a confusing web of speculation. Was it a targeted attack fueled by a personal vendetta, or was it something more random, more terrifying, a senseless act of hate? News clippings flashed across screens with headlines like "Horrific Murder Rocks New York" and "Community Demands Justice." The public wanted answers, but the truth remained elusive, buried beneath layers of secrets and lies. Interviews with neighbors revealed snippets of suspicious activity, strange noises, and unfamiliar faces, small puzzle pieces that only deepened the mystery. Sam's death left a deep and painful scar on the city. The initial shock gave way to a collective grief and a burning need for justice. Candlelight vigils were held, small flames flickering in the cold night air, as friends, family, and strangers came together to mourn the loss of a life taken too soon. Memorials of flowers and photos grew on the snow-covered streets where Sam once walked. While the investigation is ongoing and families continue to demand answers, one thing is certain: the terror of that night changed countless lives forever. The sense of safety was shattered, replaced by a lingering unease that haunted the once peaceful suburbs. This case forces us to ask an uncomfortable question. In a city of millions, surrounded by people, how could one life disappear and suffer in complete secret? How could such darkness fester beneath the surface of a normal neighborhood? It's a chilling reminder that we never truly know who, among us, might be hiding unimaginable cruelty behind a familiar face. The search for justice for Sam Nordquist continues, and we can only hope that one day, the full truth will be brought to light. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please consider subscribing for more deep dives into cases that demand our attention. Stay safe.